Hey everyone, I'm Noble Absinthe, and welcome back to my Samurai Jack retrospective. Today we're on Season 5, Episode 8, or Episode 60. Let's get started. Well, we start this episode off with a brick-shaped spaceship crashing into Earth. Yeah, that'll have some relevancy later. Anyway, the real start of this episode has us back in a familiar setting, a desert town where Ashi and Jack are going to grab a bite to eat. I'm getting some flashbacks to Ikra and Jack. Anyway, we get ourselves some laughs and clear foreshadowing that this is a romance episode.
Woman, who understands them, yeah?
The two of them board a giant camel for transport and are stuck with a bunch of Team Rocket agents. Oh, and if you needed more foreshadowing for a romance episode...
Oh, something's poking me.
There you go. Anyway, after some really awkward tension, it turns out that they're on a train with an anti-Samurai Jack death squad. Or army, or platoon, I don't know what you would actually call this. The two of them beat the crap out of these pussies, and then their hands touch. How precious. You know this encounter has no dramatic tension behind it because these tigers aren't here to pose a threat. We know Jack and Ashi can kill entire armies single-handedly. These green guys are just the generic, bland, yet comical enemy to have as a background enemy so we can focus on the point of this episode. The blooming romantic bond between Jack and Ashi. As they continue fighting, they get physically closer and closer to each other. But, for real, Season 5 likes to hammer the point of the episode through, doesn't it? Anyway, they bail from the camel and decide to traverse the desert by foot. Really familiar. They make their way to a small oasis for a brief reprieve. Jack even makes one of his signature hats again, and even makes one for Ashi too. And just like the old Samurai Jack, they both lose them immediately. They then find the brick-shaped spaceship thing. As they look around it, it becomes apparent that they're on an alien prison. As Jack wonders where the prisoners have gone, Ashi gets bitten by a poisonous leech. And you know where this is going. Let's move on. They both figure that they should leave this place before things get bad. As they try to leave the way they came, it seems like they keep getting more and more lost. They find themselves in a boss room with a giant bio-Broly formed leech thing. Jack slices it with a sword and Ashi uses broken glass. Dude, she really needs a weapon. After realizing the monster is just too annoying to defeat, they run away and find a weapons room for personnel members of the ship. Jack, right there. That's splash damage. Anyway, we find out the exact way to defeat this monster called Lazarus. But Ashi blows a hole through the computer before it tells them. That's pretty suspicious there, Ashi. I'm still on her side. I mean, it would just be too much of a dick move to have her transform to Aku at this point. I'm just saying. Jack gets a hold of the weapon used to defeat Lazarus, but is confused on how to use it. While he's trying to figure it out, Ashi goes weapon shopping.
I am ready.
Jack has no idea what he's doing though, and Ashi's dialogue coupled with the fact that this thing is in the shape of a condom makes me think this is one whole allegory, symbol, whatever for sex. Maybe that's me looking too deep into it, but seriously, rewatch this scene of Jack fumbling around with this thing and tell me I'm wrong. Oh, and Ashi is nude. This is awesome. This is so fucking awesome. Like, I don't have much to commentate about. I was watching this and the boss is so much of nothing that I didn't care how the fight ended. It could have been Jack and Ashi just killing every individual enemy until they find out how the weapon worked. No one cares, because Jack and Ashi are on cuteness overload. Jack does figure it out though, and the thing is obliterated. The two of them are exhausted after their adventure. After some heavy panting, they then close the episode off with them directly cutting to them kissing. Boom! There you go, ship sailed and brought back some babies. They sure as fuck boned after the credit sequence because, Adult Swim can't show everything. They even hold on to this scene for a while, and even the credits has a different beat, and the old watch out for Samurai Jack is gone. This was a fun episode. At least I got what I wanted. I know some of you guys will still think that this was a stupid decision by the writers, but I'm 100% for this couple. A power couple that can wreck armies together and save the world. I mean, Jack has been stuck in the future for so long, he deserves a waifu. I mean, there you go, Guts, he just one-upped you like tenfold. Say what you will about forced romantic plotlines, but at least Samurai Jack commits to it, At least they don't waste 600 episodes with little to no sexual tension and then expect a time skip to pacify the audience. The point of this episode was to create a romantic bond between our heroes and to have a fun episode. And I think they succeeded. Yeah, it was a little bit, in your face about the whole thing, but at least it didn't cock-block us at the end. The negative Nancy in my head about Ikra was there. Would this be an episode where Ashi is Aku? Somehow? No, it wasn't, and thank God it wasn't. And you can sleep well tonight knowing that this is a thing. Look, even Jack is giving the audience a thumbs up. There really isn't much to talk about. Probably my favorite scene aside from the ending in this episode was when Jack made the hat for Ashi, and Ashi getting a new weapon and maybe another scene. The rest of it was just kinda there. I didn't care about Lazarus or the ship or the tigers, and you weren't supposed to. Like I said earlier, Season 5 really wants to beat into your head the point of the episode. This was about Jack and Ashi's sexual tension, and then, boom, there you go. Was it a stellar episode? Well, that's hard for me to quantify. I enjoyed it, but if I were to really compare it to other episodes, I'd say it was average. No part of me wants to say this was a below average or bad episode. It accomplished what it set out to do. Gave us a nice montage, some humor, and one of the biggest moments for Jack ever, finding love. I guess the creators just wanted to get this romance thing out of the way fast, so it doesn't seem rushed at the ending. Or maybe, and this is me being a cynic, they're going to use this relationship as leverage to emotionally mess with us. We can't just have this super perfect power couple just wreck Aku's shit with a massive army of awesomeness. No, we're gonna have Aku do something to Ashi and cause some drama. All I'm gonna say is this. Please have Ashi have a happy ending with Jack at the end of the series. The guy deserves it, and so does she. They've both gone through some shit, so please, Genndy, have them kick Aku's ass? I'm begging here. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like my voice, please feel free to subscribe and tick that chime next to it to stay updated for future content. Likes and shares are always nice, and I do read every comment. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.